There's 15 channels, and the notifications are going out. There's the browser, there's the email notification. People are getting their dingies. Who's getting the dingies? Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. We have a winner. The winner would be Brap. Oh, no, freaking Oracle. My bad. My bad. Freaking Oracle. He's the winner. We have a winner. Freaking Oracle. The proof is right there. And you know what? This doesn't happen very often. You guys came in at the exact same time. 15:24:58 and 15:24:58. Here. See, look. 15:4:28, 15:24. Oh, 15:24:58, 15:24:58. Enoch, what's up, buddy? Helen Daisy. You stopped a podcast. Oh. Got my dings. Hey, Aaron, what's up? How's it going, buddy? Let's move that camera back over. Let's move that chat over here. Speedy Claxton, Bong Rip prize. You win, Jim Jones. Just all right, so we're good here. Let's see. We have got. Was watching High Rye. Oh, High Rye's not going to be happy. I'm stealing his people, man. I'm stealing his people on his stock market close show. Oh man, that ain't cool. Sorry, High Rye, but man, when you're near my time, 420, bro, you're near my time. Okay, Aaron. Well, there's protests that are breaking out all over the United States, guys, and they're protesting this Roe v. Wade overturning. It doesn't matter where you really stand on the issue. If you're going to watch this show, I don't care what your viewpoint is. You know, everyone's got their own opinion about this. But it's just, it's I support women's rights, and this is really devastating as a whole for the United States. It's not just for women. It's devastating for everybody. It's more rights being taken away, one group at a time. They gerrymander African Americans out of voting districts. They disallow trans people from using restrooms. Oh, you're not a boy or a girl. Well, there's no sign for you. And they do. They take our money and they spend it on foreign wars that we shouldn't be in, that we should instead be trying to get these countries to get along and encourage peace. No, we're going to keep pour money into one side and let that war just keep going. Just keep pouring wood on the fire. You've got a lot to be pissed off about. I don't care what it is that gets you out in the street and protests. I just want you out in the street protesting. That's where we all should be. And whoever you can follow and whoever you agree with that is leading the way, that is speaking the loudest, get behind them and support them and be one of those people. These people who have assumed the leadership of this country, no matter how they've done it, it's almost as if it is just a completely tight-knit collective, that they are all doing exactly what they've all agreed upon doing. And they're using, I hate to say this, man, because I get sick of hearing myself say it, but they're using George Orwell's 1984 as their playbook. That and, of course, the movie Idiocracy. Those two works of art blended together for the exact wrong reason. That is not why those works were created, to give you it's a good idea to have a ministry of truth. No, it was like, it's a bad idea. That's why they had the movies. It's a bad idea to have a ministry of truth. And when I say movies, I'm also talking about Brazil. There's some good ones. 12 Monkeys. You have restrooms here for men, women, and other. That's nice, Oracle. That's what we need all over the world. You know, so pissed, man, me and my wife. What, Doc? I don't understand. Oh, you and your wife are both pissed. I see what you're saying. You're just talking about that on the podcast. Well, you guys are podcasting, huh? That's good. I'm impressed. So, you know, I got this big golf ball in front of the camera. Does that bother you guys here? I like my golf. Don't say anything bad about my golf ball, okay? Please. Romaine, hey, Michael Haskey, what's up, man? Coming in a little late, wondering what we're talking about again? That was really all I wanted to say about that. You guys can believe however you believe. You can be on any side of this. Just understand, it's not about women for you if you don't support women. It's about them taking your rights away. One sex, one race at a time, one religion at a time. They are taking your rights away. AK Master Rosie in 907, I'm doing great. I hope the hell you're doing great too. Better late than never. That's what I always say. Better late than, oh, that's right, I'm never late. So I never have to say that. I'm always on time. I'm one of those kinds of people. Okay, what's this hawk gonna do? He's gonna go take a branch up there. Okay. He's taking a branch, man. He's taking a branch. Wow, man, it's getting harder and harder to see those dead spots in the yard, man. Oh my goodness, it's just so green back there and beautiful. Anyhow, you know what I was doing? I was getting my ashtray out here because I was about to empty this bowl. So we can start anew with a new bowl. Do you think that you guys think it was cool? A couple things. Number one, I figured out who the owner was of this and I spoke to him. Number two, that I figured out who it was before I figured out who it was. That I guessed, I surmised it. I just doing this stuff, right? The way I do. And I was just figuring shit. And I was like, I bet, you know, that's my technique. It's called common sense in it. And if you appreciate the way I common sense things and I can prove it to you that it works, then keep watching the show, share it around, you know, be supportive. You could join me on Twitter. I would love to see you on Twitter. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. If you don't have the app, it's a real quick download. It doesn't take up a lot of space on your phone. I don't know how many megs it is, but it doesn't seem like it's too cumbersome. You know, when I start it up, it fires right up. Let's ask Google. Okay, Google. How many megs is the Twitter app? It talks about usage. It's not talking about how big the software is. They were talking about data. I'm talking about space. Okay, Google. How much space does the Twitter app take up on your phone? People are complaining about it, actually. It's using a lot of data. I'm sorry, my bad. Maybe don't get Twitter if you can't afford it, guys. Is that the problem that you guys have been having with it? Maybe if you have certain things on, it does that. I turn everything off on the notifications and shit. But there's a storage cache. Some extra storage space. But you could clear it. There's all kinds of things on how to clear the cache on Twitter so it doesn't take up so much space. Huh. Some people just don't like Twitter. Well, you're doing good on it, Arkle. I love seeing you on there. 180 megabytes. That's not so bad. You know, I think I've got 16 gigs of storage space on my phone, but I don't know. Some people maybe have 4 gigs. So 180 megabytes, that might make you not want it. But 180 megabytes is not that bad, you know, for an app. The story of the 13-year-old lost one. Had a great laugh on that. I'm Adidas. Can you believe it? Can you believe that I common sensed and figured out who the owner was before I figured out who the owner was? I just like, okay, what if I didn't fall out of an airplane? You know, it could only come from so many places. And I got it, man. I nailed it. I was so happy about that. You got 256 gigs? No, that's small for an app. Yeah. Am I Native American? Tad Laxon. I am not Native American. I was born here in America, but I am not Native American. My family didn't originate from America, but my father was born in America and my mother was also born in America. So we're Americans. You know, we're born on this land. Not something I'm proud of, or that any of us should be proud of, for that matter. Try not to use it for the fucking runs in the background. I don't know why my phone doesn't seem to be giving me a problem with Twitter in the background, but I'm going to look into that. I'm going to see what it's using. This is an unbelievable 420 miracle, says Amadeus. I know, right? Where were you on 420 when I shared this? I know, right? We were all freaking out, bro. We were like, I can't believe I found this bong in the creek on 420. You know? A time capsule, a 13-year time capsule that my neighbor put in there. I just wonder what he went through, like if he remembered it or lost or looked for it. You know, does he remember looking for it when it turned up missing? Or did he remember that he left it, or did he put it in the water? You know, maybe he put it in the water to hide it. So funny, man. Maybe he put it in the water just like that. I should ask him about the broken piece in there too. I got questions, man. I got all kinds of questions about this bong, and now we know who we could go to. We could find out where it was bought. I have a feeling it was bought at Pipe Dreams in Orlando, because they sell 5150, because that's where I bought my 5150 at. Well, that's where Iceman bought my 5150 at. Thank you, Iceman. Shouts out. Did he give any reason? Oh, by the way, I am smoking the Iceman Big Jim Frankie Fire OG Kush, straight out of Orlando. Hey, you could have been Canadian. Did he give any reason why it was in the creek? Yeah, Michael, he said he was hiding it from his parents 13 years ago. And what a great job he did, man. They didn't find it. The bong has base and looked pretty cool. Oh, right on. You said earlier that he buried it in the river to hide it from his dad. Well, no, I didn't know whether or not he put it in the river. He said he was hiding it from his father, but I didn't know if he put it in the water or if he put it next to the river. I don't know what the exact details of that, Billy, because I didn't ask him that. It wouldn't surprise me if he did literally bury it right there where I found it. It wouldn't surprise me if he went in the water and buried it there. You know? Yeah, I asked before you said it. Oh, I'm slow, Michael. All right, so this is what I got. I got the Frankie Fire Big Jim. So let's hit it. Okay? This is going to be fun and exciting for me. I got my Beazle right behind me. My Beazle. All right, no law regarding my Beazle. Cheers, everybody. I wonder if I got him in trouble with his dad for having a bong, now that he's 30 years old. His dad was like, I knew you were smoking that cannabis out there. Now I know. I'm writing you out of the will. Oops. So we got protests all over the world, all over the country, I should say. This Orlando Sentinel, they really should change the name to Opinion Sentinel. The Opinion Slantinel. I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with the opinions I read in here, but they print a lot of opinion. And you know what else they do? They allow companies to disguise their advertisements as legitimate fucking articles. I'll show you. I'll see if I see one in here. The other day, there was an article on the front. Well, there's an advertisement on the front page. I couldn't believe it. At the bottom of the front page. And there was a section, I should have saved it and shown it to you. It was all one of the local hospitals had put it up. And there was no indication that it was an advertisement on the page. And it was totally an advertisement. And the way they disguised it was a bunch of doctors giving advice. This doctor's giving you advice about weight loss. This doctor's giving you advice, little paragraphs with the doctor's picture next to it. MD so-and-so at cardiology at, Seventh-day Adventist, whatever it was. And Advent Health, I think they're called now. And like another doctor would be giving you advice on depression. Or another doctor was giving you advice on, something else health related. And there's all these articles, and you're looking at it, and you're reading it, and you're like, what am I reading? And you look at the bottom of the page to see if there's like a promotion. You look at the top to see if it says advertisement. And I'm like, Mom. And she's like, what? And I'm like, Mom, I don't understand this. She's like, what is it? And I'm like, look at this page. And she's like, yeah. I go, doesn't this look like a regular article to you? And she goes, yeah. And I go, it's an advertisement. She goes, what? And she looked at it, and she was like, how is this an advertisement? I said, each one of those doctors, they all work at the same hospital. You don't notice it until you look at each doctor's credential under their photograph. And at the end of every single doctor's title, it says, Advent Health, administrator, manager of cardiovascular at Advent Health, all that shit. But it was all from the same facility. Give me a second. Hello? Fine, thanks. Yeah, how much does that cost? Okay, we would be interested in that. No CMs. Okay. Yeah. Yep. No. Correct. Oh, you can't just bill us on our account. All right. Give me 1 second. All the way up until October, even October. I think he said every 6 weeks. Oh, yeah, we want that, man. We want that. They'll come out and they'll Billy, they'll come out and they'll spray for mosquitoes. And it's True Green. Hey, Billy, it's the company that you recommended, Mr. Sounds Like a Scam. How funny are you right now? It literally was the company that you recommended. Mr. Sounds Like a Scam. I love it. It turns out my mom's like, we've already got that. They're already spraying for mosquitoes. And she paid for it. It's kind of weird. And I'm like, yeah, if we've already got, don't call me back. He's like, I'll call you back either way. I'm like, you know what? If we've got it, just don't bother calling me back. I'm really busy right now. Why did they ask for extra money out of your account? No, I had to pay extra for it. I told him to just put it on the account. He's like, we can't do that. And then I was like, okay. Yeah, maybe it wasn't True Green. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Mom, maybe it wasn't True Green. It said True Green on the caller ID. Maybe it wasn't. And you know who just said that? My friend Billy watching the audience. Call back. Dude, we got the receipt, bro. We got the receipt. It was a scam. I almost gave somebody my fucking credit card information. That was a fucking scam, bro. It's not the number of the company either. This is the wrong phone number. Wow, dude. I think I'm going to call them. Call True Green and be like, I got their phone number, man. It says True Green Sales on the call. 954-419-8061. True Green Sales. Anybody want to look into that? I'll put it in a Google search. See what comes up. 954-419-8061. Mobile device, AT&T. Huh. Wow. Whoa, dude, I can find out who this is. It's showing me their location and everything. Should call him back and be like, why are you calling me from a cell phone, dude? Yeah, it could be. I'm so glad I thought to ask my mom. Hey, man, just common sense in it. Just doing what I think is right, right? Like, let me just ask my mom. Mom's gonna be pissed. Mom, you want mosquito? We already did mosquito. What? I already paid for that. I got the bill for it. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Mosquito defense. It's got the square footage and the date and the time service that they did it. Today I treated your landscape for mosquitoes, which will significantly reduce populations of flying mosquito adults on your property. This will also repel mosquitoes that land on the treated plant material, but can't completely eliminate the possibility of mosquitoes traveling from other properties. To ensure the success of the application, please remove any standing water that might be present on the property, especially after rainfall. Mosquitoes treatment applied on plants and mulch and trees 10 feet high around whole property kills and keeps mosquitoes from reproducing. Contact insecticide continues to kill mosquitoes 30 days after treatment. Treatment takes 5 minutes to dry. Kids and pets can return to yard. Treatment is pet friendly. Rain later will not reduce the effectiveness of today's application. Today's rain will help activate the application. Treatment is made to work with water and will not wash away good applications. There's a whole bunch more on here too. Companies that you give your number to sell your info on 4chan, you can purchase this information. Like you buy True Green, for instance, then they use a false number app to physically scam you. If you don't fall for it, they sell your info to another scammer. I have a feeling I'm not going to be hearing back from this guy. Once again, the number is 954-419-8061. That's 954-419-8061. Call True Green today and get your mosquito service. Everyone should call 954-419-8061 and see if you can get your True Green mosquito service today. Let them know that Nays Garden sent you. How funny would it be if they just got a flood of calls from people that were asking for mosquito service? Like, yeah, I want mosquito service. Yeah, go fuck yourself, click. So get ready for more scammers. What's crazy is that the caller ID said True Green Sales on it. I thought it was totally a legitimate call. And I said, can't you just put it on our bill? He's like, no, you got to put it on the card. He's like, your card is encrypted in our system. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I'm like, we've got like with this company, we've got a billing system with them, I'm pretty sure. So it sounded weird to me, but it didn't click. Not until I talked to my mom and she said, we've already had this service. And I was like, oh, Billy was right. We are getting scammed. Billy's always right. God damn you, Billy. Unreal. Well, I've had a few phone calls today that I thought were weird. I didn't answer them. Walmart. I guarantee that number is not attached to it. Really? Somebody want to call it? It's 954-419-8061. Hit *67 if you want to before you call. It's 954-419-8061. I'll laugh my ass off if this guy calls me back and is like, no, it's not. You haven't received the service yet. I'll be like, really? I'll be like, so you're in Deerfield Beach, Florida, huh, bro? Start fucking with him. AT&T is your service. They're probably not going to like you using their service to scam people. You have to let AT&T know how you're using that number. 954-419-8061. Oh, who's farting? That's funny. It's the roof guys with their screw guns. Brap, 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 brap. All day, man. That last count, they had about 40. I mean, what I saw, 40 to 60 more panels to put up. You know, it takes them a while to do a panel. The long ones, they have to carry them very carefully. There's only two guys. There should be a third guy, you know, in the middle. Jackson Hinkle just did an upload. Ukraine wants more war with Russia. Of course they do, because they're addicted to the weaponry that and money that America is sending them. America's got their heads full of glory, glorious visions of in it to win it. We'll back you until you complete your mission. Don't worry, you'll have the full power of America behind you. Travis Teasdale, what's up, brother? I got a buddy I kicked to the curb, showed his face. I hear from him again. I'm going to tell the Jehovah's and Scientologists all about him with how willing he is to talk. That's the extent to my scamming these days. Hey, Travis. Well, did anybody call that number and find out anything? It says Greg from True Green. Huh. That's funny. Brap called him. Thank you, Brap. What's funny, Brap, is that it goes to voicemail. He doesn't want to pick up the phone. Leave a message and say, yeah, you're using AT&T service in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Okay. You're in Broward County? Cool. All right, click. You not the guy that called Greg actually works for True. The guy you spoke to was using Greg's number and second number or similar. Wow. I don't know, but the number and the caller ID came up. You know, the name True Green Sales came up on my phone. So, Brap, thank you for calling that for me. So funny that he didn't answer the phone. He probably thinks you're a scammer. He probably just realized he called the wrong people, you know? He's like, oh shit, someone knows, you know? So you don't think that you could actually get him on the phone from that number? I see what you're saying, Billy. I don't know. We should have a whole bunch of people call him, though, just to ask and find out. Holy shit. When you're looking at a cloud outside and it looks like a sad face looking at you, and as you stare at it, the frown turns into a huge, toothy grin, like Joker style grin from a frown. That was weird, man. I just saw that. He's on to a whole new number for every mark. Yeah. Wow, Billy, you think? He didn't have the balls to call me back, huh? Let me talk to my boss, man, find out if you guys got the service or not. Saturday's Mother's Day, right? Valid number. Full report. For full report, sign up for our 1 month of our service. Gathering topographical information, validating secure access to database. In order to prevent security breaches and ensure your search anonymity, we're validating your secure access to our database. Compiling your report for 954-419-8061. We are now preparing to load your report. Report may include valuable information such as phone owner's name, address, location, email address. The search process is complete. Content warning. Please note, this phone report contains sensitive personal information about the phone owner. It may be shocking. It should only be used for lawful purposes. Your search is 100% secure and anonymous. The phone owner will never be notified of your inquiry. Yes, I understand. Big green button. Once you activate your account for $2.95, you'll get instant access to your full report. Yeah, so they've got supposedly the person's photograph of the person. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I don't know if that's the actual. Oh, it says John Doe. Yeah, that's a bullshit. They make it look like they've got a photograph of the dude. It's a blurred out photo of somebody. It says secure phone records report for 555, 555, 55, 55. So, possible sex offender. Possible sex offender. Woo! You gotta love those sites, huh? For $2, you can find out the dude's name. I think that's funny. You guys think that's funny? You guys, the lawn out back is growing in. It's just amazing to see how much it's grown in. My lawn guys are looking into getting us some sod to throw down. So, not on the beach, but then patches in the yard where you could use it. But having those sprinklers working now, man, everything is greening up. My neighbors, their whole backyard is clover. It's not really grass, it's clover, but the whole backyard is gorgeous. It's all green. It looks nice. They mow it, but it's not grass. It's for the most part. And I also noticed the deer, they don't eat the plants down to the nub, man. They'll eat like the top of everything and they'll move on. Eat the top, move on. Eat the top, move on. Eat the top, move on. It keeps the plants growing. It's nice the way that the deer eat the grass. So that helps too, believe it or not. And they also love the clover. The deer love the clover. They don't eat the St. Augustine. They really just pick the clover out of it. And we've got a lot of that too. But it's all green and it's all beautiful, man. And When those brown patches are all gone, it's just going to be all green. And St. Augustine will keep creeping in and taking over because we're watering, I believe. Because I see grass sprouting up on the beach, which is fine. I'll let it do that if it wants to do that. Free lawnmower and deer in the garden, for me, that's a win-win. Free lawnmower. Yeah, I got you. So, it's funny is they're not talking about Disney right now, huh? Roe v. Wade, Roe v. Wade, Roe v. Wade. Everything is Roe v. Wade. Just fine. You know, I agree. The whole paper should be Roe v. Wade right now. But this on the front page instead of something about what's going on. Dementia-friendly dining returns to local restaurants. You know, why wouldn't you have what's going on with Disney? Oh, here's Disney. My bad. Or Ukraine or something right there. It's weird to have that fluff article right there. And then it says, DeSantis mega donor doesn't appreciate targeting Disney. And it's a huge article on the bottom of the front page. Look at this. It's huge. It takes up a quarter of the front page, man. This whole thing right here. See that? Look at that, man. DeSantis mega donor doesn't appreciate targeting Disney. One of Governor Ron DeSantis' top financial backers says he disagrees with Florida's move to eliminate Disney World's special government district, cautioning politicians to stay above the fray when it comes to retaliating against corporate America. And corporate America strikes back. Bob Chapek is a total asshole, but he's doing the right thing. Who is that, Billy? Ken Griffin, CEO of the Citadel hedge fund and a GOP mega donor, said he didn't appreciate DeSantis going after Disney's status in Florida law after the corporation spoke out against HB 1557, officially titled Parental Rights in Education, but known by critics as the Don't Say Gay law. There, Tim Pool, that's what it's called, okay? There's the title of the fucking bill, okay? Are you happy? Can we keep referring to it as Don't Say Gay since we all know what it's referring to now? Griffin has given nearly $10.8 million to DeSantis's political committee. Dude, but he says that other grassroots groups around the country aren't allowed to donate to political agendas inside the state of Florida, anything over the amount of $3,000. But he's taking personal donations from someone upwards of $11 million. Isn't that crazy? And then passes legislation to prevent his competition from getting funded. Nice, huh? He's the CEO of Disney. This means they own many live theaters. Most men in theater are gay. Tim Toole, says Nick Brown. How long can I make a little bit of coffee last? Well, folks, you might be surprised. Griffin shared his view Monday during a panel discussion at the Milken Institute Global Conference in Beverly Hills, California. Ooh, fancy schmancy, which was first reported by Forbes magazine, of course, Forbes. Very distinguished outlet there. I don't appreciate Governor DeSantis going after Disney tax status. Griffin said it can be portrayed or feel or look like retaliation. Griffin said DeSantis has done a lot of things right. Look, the infrastructure in Florida is amazing. I don't know if you can credit Ron DeSantis with that. The way the fucking driver's license agency works is fantastic. You know, this thing that gives you tickets if you run red lights, you know, okay, that's not so bad. Don't run the fucking red lights. Note to self, take that shit more seriously. I'm all right with that kind of shit. But that's the infrastructure, you know, and it's impressive here. The fucking center lane inside I-4, so you can, there's a middle lane now. It's an express lane, and it's totally off the highway. It sits all by itself, and you take exits to get, you can take on-ramps to get onto it, and it's 65 miles an hour speed limit on there, but there's no traffic on it, and you pay for it, and it's great, man. And if you want to pay, you know, $1.50 or whatever, you don't have to sit in fucking traffic, man. And it's great. I love that kind of shit. I don't know how much of a hand he had in that. But, you know, if you want to say he's done some right things and he's done some things like that, okay. Okay, fine, I can agree if that's what he's done. Otherwise, the man is a fucking train wreck of a leader. He's a fucking Nazi, Klansman, misogynist, gay-hating, fucking patriot, fucking flag-waving piece of human vomit is what Ron DeSantis is. He is that sour, alcohol-driven vomit, the one that you get, you know, later on in the night after you've already thrown up once, but then you feel like you're gonna throw up again. It's just been sitting and festering inside your stomach. That's the vomit that Ron DeSantis is. Just so you understand how I feel about it. Oh, by the way, red light cameras are illegal in Tennessee. We have them, but the fine's considered a donation. Makes total sense. I just paid one. Classroom instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity for grades kindergarten through third or in a manner deemed not age appropriate. And you guys know how I feel about that. If a child has a question, a teacher, individual should be able to answer. You know, when you see these libs of TikTok and it seems like they're making it literally agenda items in their curriculum, it seems that way, whatever. I doubt they are, but even if they are, yeah, that's probably not great for younger children. If they're middle school age and above, I have no problem with those frank discussions. Even a teacher making it an agenda item. Let's say it's me. Let's say it's me. Let's say I'm a teacher at a middle school. You know, I got a bunch of 7th graders, and what they're 14 years old. Let's say, right, 7th grader, and you know, they got a question about it or whatever, or something's going on, like this is going on, this legislation's going on. Hey kids, let's talk about this article here. You know, I should be able to do that. And parents need to just chill the fuck out. You know, nobody's trying to groom your children. If it were still the 80s, they'd totally let you be a teacher. Classroom instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity. Okay, so for grades kindergarten through 3rd or in a manner deemed not age appropriate. But Griffin told the conference he thinks DeSantis should think about his messaging directed at Disney. So he's okay with silencing confused little kids and not allowing them to speak anymore. You know, they're taking rights away, guys. They're taking our First Amendment rights here and there, everywhere they can, until they're all going to be gone. You might not realize it when it's just little kids that hey, you're not allowed to talk. Don't say gay. You're not allowed to speak about this. And when you do, the teacher will scold you and tell you, we can't talk about that. Go sit back down in your chair. Put your hand down. Or in a private situation, like let's say all the kids walk out and one kid sits in their seat and stays. And it's just them sitting in the room. and the kid says, hey, I'm getting bullied because the kids heard that, I'm confused about my gender. And the teacher's like, yeah, I can't talk to you about it. I gotta go talk to your mom and dad that obviously won't talk to you about it. That's why you're talking to me about it. Yeah, go find, a goddamn self-help group on your own. Person that's in, second grade, third grade, whatever. That's just one aspect of it. They're taking away women's rights. They're taking away children's rights. Did you guys hear what happened? Let me ask the class a question. Hey kids, did you guys hear what happened at the correspondence dinner in Washington? I believe Trevor Noah spoke there. You guys, what do you think happened? And who predicted it? Who predicted it as I do this? Delicious. Who predicted it? Who can tell me what happened at the correspondence dinner in Washington, D.C.? Let me know if you don't know, because I'll tell you. It became a super spreader. Correspondents from CBS, ABC, CNN, Fox, you keep naming it. Name them all. They all got COVID. Super spreader event. Because Biden administration said, let's lift the restrictions. No more mandates. Hey, man, I'm okay with no more mandates. What I'm not okay with is a bunch of fucking idiots running around at super spreader events that refuse to wear them. You don't want to be mandated to wear a mask? Fine. But fucking wear your goddamn masks, you fucking idiots. What, the science doesn't work anymore? Now that the mandates have been lifted, guess what? The science is no good anymore. Someone like Fauci would tell you that. Someone like Jimmy Dore will tell you that. And I'm warning you people. You don't want to fuck around, man. Because this might just be training wheels for all of us. COVID might just be training wheels, bro. You know what I mean when I say that? The next thing that we've talked about this years ago, and I didn't know it was going to come from a fucking bat or whatever, wherever the fuck it came from. But I said, as the polar ice caps melt, there's viruses that are going to be released. We're going to go out there and discover, oh my God, we found this dinosaur. We didn't even know this thing existed. Wow, look at that. Next thing you know, one of those scientists goes home and brings to society something that makes Ebola look like a birthday party. And if you don't want to play ball around the whole mandate mask thing, then what are you going to do when that thing runs through? You don't believe masks work. I'm here to tell you that they work. I could get COVID at any point. I'm sure. I'm around people. It might still happen. I don't want to, but it does seem like everybody's fucking getting it. More than half of the United States has had it now. More than half of the citizens of the United States. That would mean, there's 333 million. So it would mean, 175 million cases or some shit like that. We can look it up, but it's more than half. Up until now, it's worked for me. Wearing masks and staying locked down away from as many people as I can and following all of the science, it's worked for me so far. But not everybody can do that, man. My brother-in-law couldn't do it. My sister couldn't do it. My mother barely knew what it was when she caught it. She was one of the first to catch it. Funny thing is, they're only reporting on Anthony Blinken catching. Do you want me to tell you who all caught COVID? Correspondence dinner super spreader.
Critics of the mostly maskless White House Correspondents' Dinner said the event had the potential of being a super spreader, with host Trevor Noah even joking about the possibility, via National Review. "It is my great honor to be speaking tonight at the nation's most distinguished super spreader event," he joked that night, via Politico.
And there they sat without their masks, breathing each other's air, thinking that it couldn't happen to them. ABC's Carl has COVID after sitting with Kim Kardashian and Pete, shaking Biden's hand. Hey, yeah, man, let's fucking give the president 80, what, how old is fucking Joe Biden? 70, 77 or 70? How old is Joe Biden? 78? I don't even know. Okay, Google. How old is Joe Biden? 79. Joe Biden's 79 years old. Yeah, let's give our 79-year-old president COVID. Yeah, no masks. Yeah, lift those mandates, you fucking idiot. Yeah, let's go to the correspondence dinner. Yeah, that's great. Let's go. Two days ago, April 8th, 3 hours ago. Here, let's go to this one. Oh, it's Breitbart. It's Breitbart. So I never trust them, but let's see. Do they know who all got it? ABC's chief serial liar, Jonathan Karls, tested positive for the dude, I'm not going to read this. Dude, they're calling it the China flu at Breitbart. That's Breitbart. That's racist, man. It's bullshit. I'm not going to read that article. But, you know, I wanted to go through and see all the people that caught it, and now I'm not going to do it because now I'm just acting like a fuck one of them assholes. So I just, you know. The China flu. God, I'd like to just fucking Cobra strike that motherfucker right in his Adam's apple. You know what I mean? Right there. Just pow. Pow. You know what I'm saying? Oof. The China flu. That was Ben Shapiro was the editor at large it is, I believe, at Breitbart for a long time. Ben Shapiro was the head of that shit. So you understand, it is just judo chop. Yeah. Do you guys see my beautiful wood here, man? I've got it all set up so gorgeously, but I'll show you this one piece, man. It's super, super heavy. Isn't that cool, man? Found it in a van down by the river. I found it in my creek. It's one of the coolest things I found next to, of course, this bong. 13 years. 13 years. And think of all the people that have been right by that and had no idea. James, what's up, buddy? God, they had no idea that thing was just sitting right there, just a couple feet away, man. Perfectly hidden. Let's smoke it, shall we? You know, I noticed that if you do this, the upper stage will activate. And if you lean it to the right, watch this. More bubble action. Let's try it, shall we? Cheers. God, I love the design on this thing because you get no splashback. You see no drops of water up here. See that? Nothing. No splashback. It's like my little corner here. I love it. It's like this is my little spot. This is my little retreat. This is my office, man. This is my office, man. This is my office.
Yeah, really. Really.
Okay, speaking of lighting on fire. Oops. Fumbling it around, fumbling about. Unreal. Nobody's fumbling about anymore, pal. What are you even doing?
Yeah.
Griffin has given more than $21 million. This Disney guy. Outside political groups making him the #2 individual Republican donor nationally ahead of the midterm elections, according to Open Secrets, a nonpartisan group that tracks money in politics. He last donated to DeSantis' political committee on April 2021, giving $5 million. Griffin said he hasn't decided on who he's backing for president 2024, but he says he'll keep watching DeSantis. Griffin he wants DeSantis to be president of the United States. Jesus fucking Christ. Griffin also broke with DeSantis in October over the governor's opposition to county-level mask mandates, telling the Economic Club of Chicago that each county should have been free to decide whether to require face coverings. DeSantis has raised unprecedented sums of cash for his re-election effort, passing $100 million in April. So Griffin wanted to mandate masks. Interesting, huh? I don't want to mandate masks. I just think y'all should fucking wear your masks. That's all. You know, maybe if we hadn't tried to force them on people, people would still be wearing them. The super spreader wouldn't have happened if people were wearing their masks. Hey, man, let me ask you a question. When they had events, COVID was really bad. We were like, oh, man, look at all those people, man, at that Nancy Pelosi dinner. Oh, they're all wearing masks, though, right? Did any of those mask-wearing events ever become a super spreader? Huh. Huh. I'd like to see a picture of the people at the correspondence dinner and see how many people were wearing masks. Let's see. Correspondence dinner happened in May, right? May? Or is it late April? The dinner was. It just say Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah video. That's all we got to do. Trevor Noah at the correspondence dinner. We'll find that video. Trevor Noah at correspondence dinner. Yeah, here we go. Oh, here's the whole goddamn thing, 3 hours of it. Holy shit. We'll fast forward it around and just see if the people were masked up. Okay, so there's a whole band, it's almost like an orchestra. It's like a marching band. It sounds like a marching band that's seated. This could be an orchestra. They look like a marching band, though. They're wearing marching band uniforms. So there's an entire marching band seated here. They're all playing their instruments, seated close together, and none of them are wearing their masks. So it starts with that. And here's some shots of the audience. Oops. Oh, we're all mingling. We're all mingling. Look at us mingle. Look at us mingle. And what don't you see? What don't you see? You know, we're all mingling and nobody's wearing a mask. Wow. Wow, look at that. They should all be so proud of themselves. Wow. Again, not a single mask was worn. Look at them. So far, look at the faces. Look at them all. Look at them all sitting at tables, breathing on each other, walking around, no masks. Now, when these people were having events before and they were all masking up, none of them had super spreader events when people were wearing masks. So my whole point is this. Masks work. You don't need a mandate to know that the science works, folks. When these people did this, a lot of them got sick. And there's a lot of these people, they don't know they're sick right now. They don't even know they're carrying COVID. They're walking around with it. They're spreading it around to other people. They have no idea. 80% of the people that got it there probably have no idea that they have it. Think about that. Symptomless, asymptomatic. Wow, wow. Look at all the people breathing each other's air, all up in each other's faces at the correspondence dinner. Dude, Joe Biden was there. Wow, there's the band in the background. We're just fast forwarding through a little bit just to show you some shots of the crowd. Watch this. Look at how they're all seated together. They're all up in each other's faces. Look at this. Hi, and Harry and breathing on each other. That's blowing in your face, and moisture is coming out of my lungs and landing right in your nostrils. Yeah, and in your eyeballs. Yeah, nobody's wearing a mask. I was just breathing on you. Oh, and I'm talking right in where you're breathing, and you're breathing in my vapor coming from my lungs.
Photographer Doug Mills of the New York Times. Reporter Todd Gill.
Oh, breathe this in. Oh, yeah, I'm going to breathe that in. Yes, just keep doing that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to, oh, yeah, that's great. Keep doing that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to breathe right on you. I'm breathing on you. No, you're going to breathe on me. Okay, I'm going to breathe back on you. Let me breathe on you now. Oh, you breathe that in? Yeah, I'm breathing it in. Okay, you breathe this in. Okay, let's talk. Yeah, let's keep talking. Now you know why the correspondence dinner was a super spreader. These people are fucking vermin. And this is how vermin behave. Wow. Just look at that image, guys. There's literally hundreds of people in that same room all recycling each other's air. And the pandemic was in an upswing. And these morons decided to just go ahead and act like nothing was going on. This is just like, it reminds me of how Republicans treated COVID almost the entire pandemic. You know? Look, we can just be free and all breathe on each other. We're just gonna breathe on each other. Look at us all breathing on each other. Can you? Look at all these people. Wow, look at them. Look at them all. James lucid, right? That's a quite lucid statement. We could keep watching, but I think that picture right there kind of demonstrates what you need to see about the Correspondence Center. So yeah, it's a super spreader, and a whole bunch of people have COVID now, and they're not even going to know exactly how many. But let's see how we're doing. $74,000 deaths here in my state, Florida. And 81 million. Okay, so that's not half. 81 million confirmed cases. So half, is it? Oh no, I was thinking of, no, is it the population of America is 333 million, right? It says only 81, so that should have been way higher. So it's not half global. Yeah, it says there's only half of a billion global cases, so not even half of all the planet has got COVID yet. According to this is CDC data. I'm going to go to the Johns Hopkins map that I always go to and see what they say. Total cases, yeah, half a billion, 515 million, little over half a billion. So there's, what, 8 billion people on the planet? Huh. So we're in a downtick of cases right now. That's good. We're in a downtick of cases, man. There was a big spike. There was a huge spike of weekly cases. But that was back in January, you know? And now there's just a slight uptick of cases. So we seem to be okay, man. Looking at the numbers, man, it seems to be going away. The numbers that I'm looking at, it's looking good. Now's not the time to not wear masks. Now's the time to kick it in its ass. Mom. Oh, you're on the phone.
Good. Thanks, babe. Thank you. Okay. All right, sweetie. Bye. That was Aunt Marilyn.
I'm on my show. That correspondence dinner with Trevor Noah.
Yes.
You heard about all the people getting COVID from it?
Oh, I'm sure. Do you want a chicken pot pie or not?
Yes.
Do you have it? Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going to put it in the oven right now.
Okay, thank you. So, Mom, Artie's sons.
You told me.
Oh, I told you it was Artie's sons?
Yesterday.
Yeah. He texted me. Yeah, he got such a kick out of it. I don't remember telling you. Isn't that funny? She's, we're both forgetting shit.
No, I from the back, but I have to.
So we figured out that guy was a scammer. Yeah. Yeah, with a fake phone number. So that was kind of cool. We got a scammer, scammer on the show. It was crazy. Someone tried to scam me. Literally, someone tried. You guys could take that and make a clip of that. Scammer literally live tries to get Nay's credit card information. Totally ran a scam on me. The only thing that stopped that was my mother. Stopped that from happening. It's crazy. Mom, you averted the scam. You're like the hero of the show. What's that? That's why you don't answer the phone?
I only answer if I know who's calling.
Yeah, I mean, it said True Green Sales.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if there's a billing problem or.
You call True Green?
No, we called that number back and it was a scam. The guy's like, this is Sean from True Green. Leave a message. Yeah, whatever. We found out the guy's in Deer Park, Florida. Ran his information. AT&T line. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I hope you guys had fun. We've been live for over an hour because the show totally rocked. 24 extra minutes. I hope you guys appreciate that. Let me know on Twitter by retweeting me on Twitter if you guys like that extra 24 minutes I give you. All right? At Nay's Garden on Twitter. Go download the app, guys. It's like 1 billion gigabytes on your phone. Take care. Bye, guys.